Hi guys, so as you can tell from the title, we'll be making our own underwear. But first, let me show you, if you don't want to make them and you want to order some made by me, I sell them on my website currently. They are down here somewhere. Where are they? Right there. And they're currently $6.50 to $10. They'll probably be $6 maybe when I put them up. We'll see. But yeah, these are some underwear I made. I usually don't do the side seams or the edges with all the fancy stuff on it unless you want it. So let's get started. So these are some underwears I was working on. They were a sample just to see, play with the fabric. This is my favorite pair. I call them Unicorn. They're so sparkly and they're cute and they're really stretchy and soft. So these are like my go-to underwear pattern. They're super easy to make. So you can either make your own pattern by tracing your current underwear. So that's what I've done with bikinis I've owned, underwears I've owned. I've also freehand some. So this is a thong pattern I made, and that's what I'll be using today. And it's literally just two big triangles and some ends to attach the string. And then same with this. This is a large size, and this is more of a Brazilian style underwear. And this is so that's the front and that's the back, and you can use these patterns if you'd like. All you have to do is trace your own underwear and make a pattern, and bam, you got what you want. And that's kind of how I made these were a sample pair, so when girls want to try them on, I usually give them a sample pair I made. So yeah, I'm gonna use the thong pattern today to make my underwear, so let's get started. Oh, nope, we gotta check the fabric. So for my fabrics, I usually use stretches, fabrics with lycra in it, or a stretch knit. So this one is a stretch lace, that's some jersey knit. This is another stretch lace. This is more lycra. It's literally just stretchy fabric. And it's super comfortable and soft. That is one of my go-to. This is a velvet stretch knit. It is actually faux velvet, and it's super comfortable. And then I have this other velvet trim, which I would also use for my undergarments, and I have a few of those, and you would use those for like thongs, so the sides of a thong, and you can pair them together with other fabrics. This is the one I'm going to be using today. It is my favorite. It's so soft on the skin, it's super stretchy, and it's a two-way stretch. I have this in a couple of colors, as well as this one. This one's more sheer, so if you were making like a sexy bikini outfit, I'd use this. This one is the same as that one, just in a lighter blue. So yeah, let's get, I'm going to be using which pattern? The thong, like I said, the thong pattern, or I don't know, I'll use the second one on that one. So I'll make two pairs, and they both won't be in the same video. You'll need scissors, you'll need some pins, of course, pens, or use whatever you have, and of course a board to cut on. I'm just using my cutting board, and you'll need your fabric. So I'm just gonna straighten out my fabric. That's from a pair of underwear I made a few days ago for a client, and I'm just gonna cut a straight line and use the excess fabric. So yeah, I'm just gonna, you can either cut on the fold, and that's usually what I do, but because I've already used most of the fold, I'm just gonna use this section right here. So yeah, that section right there, guys. And I'm going to take, well, if you were using this kind of pattern, for instance, you place this on the fold and you cut it out. It's super easy, super simple, and you just pin it all down, and then you cut it out, and you cut out a second piece to make the crotch part. You can use a cotton. I literally just cut out two pieces, so I don't have to worry about that unless I'm making them for somebody else. I use cotton in the center, but because I need a pair of underwear now and I don't feel like doing all that, I'm just gonna make a thong because they're comfortable, quick, and easy to put on. So I am just, yeah, let's do that. Let's pin this down. Now it's super, all you're doing is pinning this all down around. Make sure to pin it all down. because you don't want the pattern to move while you're cutting it unless you're using a rotary cutter, and I don't know where my rotary cutter currently is. Mad, but it's alright. I have my handy dandy scissors and I'm just gonna pin it all down. And because this pattern isn't as big as a regular underwear pattern, it's has to be pinned all the way down. So this is just a regular thong pattern. I came up with using a thong I used to have. I made the first big square and then I just made the second one really, really small and taped them two together, and bam, thong pattern. Works perfectly. So we're just gonna cut this, we're gonna roughly cut this out as close. You wanna leave a little bit of seam allowance, so I'm gonna leave about a ½ inch to an inch seam allowance around it. And I'm not gonna make this pretty, I'm literally rough cutting this out because I want it to look kinda like a grungy, you know, uneven look. So I'm just gonna, you know, just cut it. If you want to be a perfectionist, you can take your time and cut this out, but I ain't got time for that. I'm just trying to make some underwear real quick. But yeah, you can just cut it out as close to the pattern as you like. And if you're doing one where you don't serge the sides, because I've done that before, or sew the sides down, you can literally just cut it out and you don't need to sew the sides down. But this is how it looks after. So I'm just taking the pins out of the paper and attaching them to the fabric. So I already have that center part people put in the center. You can use cotton again for the crotch part that a lot of people are asking me about. You literally just copy the center part and you draw 2 lines. But because I'm not doing that in this video, I can do the next video when I make my regular underwear. But yeah, so you did literally this is it, and that's the thong, you know. And that's the pattern. It's a little bit bigger, obviously, and then we need the string sides for the thong. So let's do that. I'm just gonna take some scrap fabric and I'm gonna cut 2 even long strings out so I can make the side strings for the thong. And I'm just gonna fold this in half a couple times so I can get a perfect straight line, or somewhat perfect. And we're gonna cut a straight line down this, making sure not to cut my finger because I need those. And yeah, you're just gonna cut a straight line down there. Bam, boom, got some. Oh, you see that? And all you're gonna do with this is you're gonna fold them into each other and then fold that in half. It looks pretty difficult and it kind of is a little bit. If you put a pin in the beginning and you just hold that and you slide it through the sewing machine while you're sewing, I'll show you guys, and it just holds, it stays there, and you just keep feeding it through like that. So I have 2 sewing machines. I have a serger, my bebe, newest, then I have my first baby, and this also does embroidery, but we're not going to use a serger, we're going to use my regular sewing machine today. So what you're going to do is you're just going to sew about 1/4 of an inch from the side. I'm doing a straight stitch because I want it to look a little rustic. It's not a perfect straight line, guys. It's not perfect at all, but you know what? That's fine. It looks cool and this looks so pretty, and you're just gonna keep sewing until you reach the end. And you're gonna leave those 2 little pockets open. I'll show you them in a minute. So this is what the straight stitch looks like once it's all done. It's so nice. You're seeing that? Alright, so this is the sides. This is the little thong side, you know, the little strings they make. And all you're going to do is fold those in half, and you're literally just going to sew down the side, and you get like this cool little string thing. So once you're done with that, you're going to take your underwear and you're going to open up those sides and insert the strings into there. And you're going to sew down that, and then you're done. Look at these quick undies. Literally took me a couple of seconds to make them. I also made some blue pair, but you know, I'll show you guys how that works in the next video because this shit was mad long. Thanks for watching. Make sure to watch the next video.